great day. I'm Anika, and I thought I would talk to you about inner stillness and being centered. We all have everyday stresses in our life, such as your career, your finances, your living situation, things with your partner, or your family, your weight, whatever it may be. And those stresses are robbing you of peace in the present moment and taking peace away from your soul. Because you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. That constant mind chatter that we all seem to get, that is the ego part of us. That's not the real part of us. The observer is the real us. The ego part of us is trying to fix all these problems that we might have. But the only thing it actually really does is create more problems for us to fix, and then more problems to fix. It's worrying about the weather. It's worrying about our car that's making that sound, the comment that that person made. It's not actually helping us. The observer part of us is helping us. That's the inner peace, the stillness, the calm, the joy that we feel, the knowingness that we feel. That's the real us, and that's when we feel the best, and that's when we let go of all our issues, when we trust the universe is taking care of us. I'm not saying you can't worry about things. I'm not saying that you can't think about something. But think about it just before you need to work on it or fix it. Don't think about it all day long, because that's not actually helpful. It's robbing you of peace in the present moment. So when you're worrying about the past, it's creating depression. And there's nothing you can do to change the past. The past is the past. And when you're stressing about the future, that's creating anxiety. And it's not actually going to help you, because there's nothing you can do to control the future. I wish we all had a crystal ball. I know I wish I had a crystal ball, but we don't. So unfortunately, we've just got to let go. We can't actually control what happens in our life. The only thing we can control is how we react to situations. And the best way to react to any situation is when you're feeling peaceful and calm and centered and balanced. And that's when you're in your true self, the observer part of you, not the ego part of you. And the way to get there, that I like to get there, is by using meditation. So meditation is really good at helping you to get out of that fight or flight mode, bringing down the cortisol levels, and helping you feel nice and calm and still and relaxed. So meditation can be sitting there going, or it can be going for a walk with your dog, or it can be going to the beach and watching a sunset. It could just be going out into nature and just sitting there on a rock and just being still. And this can be at lunchtime. It doesn't mean having to go for a bushwalk. It can just mean finding that little bit of time, that quietness, that stillness, to just be present with the true self of you and to let everything fall away, let all the thoughts fall away, and to just breathe and focus on your breathing and just the moment and just observe what's going on around you without actually analysing it and pulling it apart. Because we all tend to do that. We all tend to go, wow, look at that flower, it's purple, it's this, it smells amazing. Oh wow, my grandma had those flowers. And then your mind just kind of goes off on a tangent. Instead of just appreciating that beautiful flower, smelling it, and just keep going and just let the other thoughts go. Because those thoughts, that ego part of you is not actually helping you. So just let it go, use meditation, whatever form of meditation. It might be gardening, that's a form of meditation, something that's just relaxing and when you're present in the moment. Yoga is really good as well at helping you to be centered and to find that inner stillness. I also like to find a quiet spot in my house, and I've kind of created a sort of me zone where I like to read or just to sit and to just be, whether that's sitting with a candle or it might just be sitting on your couch in your lounge room and just turning the lights down and just kind of going into a nice quiet stillness. It might even just be sitting in the backyard and having a cup of tea and just being by yourself and just kind of letting all the problems of the world disappear. I also love some passages from a book that I'll read to you in a second, but I also like some books, and some of them are that I also like to read some books as well, and one of the books that I like is Stillness Speaks, and another book that I like is The Untethered Soul. And I thought I'd read you a passage from The Untethered Soul. Your current relationship with your psyche is like an addiction. It is constantly making demands of you, and you have devoted your life to serving these demands. If you want to be free, you have to learn to treat it like any other addiction. For example, Drug addicts are capable of stopping their drug use, going through withdrawals, and never doing drugs again. Maybe it isn't easy, but they are capable. The same thing is true of the addiction to the psyche. You are capable of ceasing the absurdity of listening to the perpetual problems of your psyche. You can put an end to it. You can wake up in the morning, look forward to the day, and not worry about what will happen. Your daily life can be like a vacation. Work can be fun, family can be fun. You can just enjoy all of it. That does not mean you don't do your best. You just have fun doing your best. Then, at night when you go to sleep, you let it all go. You just live your life without getting uptight and worrying about it. You actually live life instead of fearing or fighting it. I love that passage. I love The Untethered Soul. It's a really good book. Another author that I really like is Deepak Chopra. He writes some really beautiful books that have really helped me. Look, I think it's really just important to just find that stillness and that peace, because there's a lot of peace in stillness, and the peace is going to help you, the real you, to cope with life, because the ego part of you, that mind chatter, that constant need to kind of obsess over things and think about things, is just keeping you in that catch-22, and it's not actually helping you. So let go, trust the universe, and just be at peace. And I hope that helps. I hope you have a happy, healthy day. See you next time. Bye.